Hi everyone, I'm attorney Aiden Durham with 180 Law Co. in Denver, Colorado, and you're watching All Up in Your Business. This episode, we're going to be talking about online businesses and some of the common mistakes that online businesses make. Online businesses, or any kind of business that's primarily online, whether you're offering a service or selling goods online, when you're online, you have a unique set of problems. There's obviously a lot of overlap with a traditional, brick and mortar business or a home-based business, but some of these problems are really unique to online businesses. And it's important to understand that unique situation that you're in if you are starting or running an online business. The first common mistake that online businesses make has to do with trademarks and not doing a thorough search before launching your business or your product or your service. When you're in a traditional, local, brick and mortar type of business, and you're serving just your community or your city or something local, this risk of trademark infringement is slightly less because you don't have this broad reach of being all across the nation. And so that kind of factors into trademark issues. If there was ever a dispute or a problem with the name that you're using, the fact that it's a local business will play a role typically. That is different in an online business because just by virtue of being on the internet, your reach is now nationwide, if not worldwide. And so because of that, it's important to do your research and do your homework before you settle on a name or to settle on any other kind of trademark for your branding. Make sure you do a search or have an attorney do a clearance search for you to make sure you're safe proceeding with the brand that you want to. The second common mistake that online businesses make has to do with the website's privacy policy. So this is going to mostly be important for online businesses that are providing a service or advertising a service or something on their website, not necessarily to people who are selling goods through Amazon or Etsy or something like this. This is specific to if you're accepting information or taking orders or something like that over your website. You want to make sure you have a privacy policy that's not just a generic template that you found on the internet. You want it to be specific for your business, for what you're selling, and for your website. Because maybe you haven't heard, in the European Union, this year, they launched GDPR, which was this big regulation affecting businesses and how we collect information from European citizens. And similar things like that are starting to come about in the US. You want to make sure your website's privacy policy properly addresses the type of information that you're collecting from website visitors. So if they're filling out a contact form, or if they're submitting credit card information or ordering something over your website, that all involves you collecting a lot of personal information from your website visitors. And so your privacy policy should address that, and it should not just be some generic thing for any old website. It should be specific for your needs. And the final common mistake that many online businesses make has to do with advertising and social media, and pretty much just not knowing much about the rules and regulations regarding that. So the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has pretty thorough rules about how we can advertise, not just online, but generally over commercial and radio and stuff too, but over the internet. Any advertisements, any kind of marketing that we put out there, we have to make sure we're following these requirements by the FTC. And the biggest idea is truthfulness in advertising and not being misleading or giving false information. But you want to make sure you're familiar with those FTC regulations because your entire business is online. And so it makes sense to think that all of your marketing or the majority of your marketing is going to be online. So you want to make sure it's all going to be okay and you're not going to get in trouble with the FTC or someone else. And similar to that is social media requirements and social media policies. Each social media platform has its own policies and its own rules about what you can and can't post, how you can advertise your business on that social media platform. And so if you're heavy on social media, if you're one of these clothing brands that sells everything through Instagram or something, you want to make sure you know exactly what Instagram says about how you can use that platform for advertising your business and what you can and can't do. Otherwise, poof, you could, get in trouble with one of these platforms, lose your social media accounts, and there goes your business. So these are just a few of the common mistakes that online businesses make. Certainly not a thorough, full list. If you want to learn more about the common mistakes that online businesses make, I want you to check out Brooke Adams Law and her new online show, Skyrocket Your Online Business. I had the pleasure of joining Brooke for one of the episodes of Skyrocket Your Online Business, and we talked about common mistakes and problems that online business owners run into and things to avoid. I'll include a link in the description and below. Head on over there and check out that episode and the rest of her series, Skyrocket Your Online Business. Finally, as always, it's a great idea to check with an attorney in your state if you have a business or you're running an online business or about to start one, to make sure you're doing everything that you need to be doing for your business to set it up for success. If you're in Colorado and are looking for assistance with your online business, feel free to contact me. My contact information is below. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Aiden Durham, and I'll see you next time.